My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Slay the Spire 2. Ironclad. I don't want to invest in a lava rock. Have to wait until the boss to get my benefit? Absolutely not. Ooh. Kind of spicy line over this way. Ends in 2 elites, but it's got 3 rares early shop. 3 question marks. Yeah, give me a random rare. Ooh, starting with feed. Hell yeah. I mean, if you start the run with feed, the plan is how quickly can I feed? Yep, got it this turn. That'll do it. We'll do it. 1, 2. And then unfortunately, this guy gets super buff and is trying to do 16 damage this turn. 3. Let's defend 9 of it. Take 7. Oh man, the 14 as well. Oh, I should have looked at the draw pile. I would have known that you had 14 on this turn, and that last turn I needed to do additional damage to prevent it. Bloodletting, pillage, blood wall. Let's take a bloodletting. Solve out energy a little early. Uh-oh. This is going to take another full cycle to get back to that feed, but it'll be worth it. Rage, Shrug It Off, and Cinder. Take a Shrug It Off. Especially with our additional energy we've already picked up. Feed. Unfortunate cycles here, taking a little bit more damage than we maybe needed to. Vicious, Feel No Pain, Bloodletting. I'll take Vicious as part of a card draw engine. I'll take an Out of Clumsy to the deck, which I can. Well, I'm not actually going to remove the Clumsy first. Dominate. Bash isn't upgraded, but I do have Vicious. I think instead of removing something here, I take Dominate and Thunderclap. Really helps our card draw. 2 elite. No, you don't Sword of Stone for just 2 elite on the first floor. Get the Vicious upgrade. So we draw a second card whenever we stun an enemy, after we played that, of course. Ugh. This is a surprisingly annoying fight for us. Heart of Iron and Flame Barrier are super useful there, at least. Actually, the left path is the same as the right path here, except it ends in a question mark, and I think I want that question mark. Give me the Dominate upgrade. Oh. We got all of our defensive turns, all of our defensive set up there on turn 1, unfortunately. Right when we need it least. God, if we could have staggered you by you hitting yourself on that. Oh, it's so good. This fight could have been so much better. Get me my feed. Get me my feed. Nope. Pendulum, Cruelty, Colossus, Juggling. I mean, as much as I want it to be Cruelty, it has to be Colossus, right? It's the one that saves us from the line I'm currently on. I'll take the Colossus. I will rest. Colossus halves damage from vulnerable enemy. God. All 13 that turn. Sadly, I just cycled past all of my best cards. Except for Colossus. Trusty Colossus. And that one. That one's gonna be us dying as a result. Yeah. I even took the rest. How should I have adapted my path after I got the feed? I wonder if I should have just avoided ever not taking combat. It's just the 3 elite line I think would have been too much. I mean, we were only on our second of 2 elites, and it was too much. We were getting a decent amount of max HP, so as we rolled into the next floor, we were going to be pretty powerful, but the deck in play as it was at that time, it had a lot of glue, didn't really have a lot of stuff to glue together, though. You can't exactly make the whole cosplay out of hot glue. Oh, maybe I can use wing boots to save this. Because otherwise this first act looks garbage. Pretty damn bad. We can get value out of it at least. Get a 3 upgrade late rest line. Sorry, 3 upgrade late elite line. It's certainly not bad, but it's nothing you'd write home about. Oh my gosh. Tried to target the strike too quickly. I have 2 turns after this to hit you though. Yeah, again, it didn't make a difference that we missed that strike. Trigger it, Havoc, Pommel Strike. Give me a Pommel Strike early. I don't do much Pommel Strike stuff, but people swear by this card. Well, this one I can only really save HP by using the Gigantification Potion. So, fine. Then defend, strike, strike. Got him. Heal 6 out of that fight. Dominate, Bullion, Body Slam. Give me Dominate as a scaling tool. Also gives us a direction for how we can just end fights eventually. Get a Tremble or 2 in this deck, maybe? Bludgeon, Shrug of Iron Wave. I'm happy to take a Shrug as just a defensive tool. Battle Trance needs to be in this deck, surely. Battle Trance Expectified as well. Expectified gives you energy for each card in hand. Sorry, for each attack in hand. Wow, the Pommel Strike got hit with a random upgrade. So we're going to go up this line until here, and then we're going to hop across to another upgrade. Take it. I might actually hop across to one more upgrade and then go up from there. Oh, hell yeah. Expect to fight. Gain 5 energy. Bash. Strike, 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 strike. Got him. That's what it's all about. Havoc, Setup, Strike, Infernal Blade. I don't think any of these are important enough to take. I'll take an Infernal Blade. Bash, Dominate, Infernal Blade, Expect to Fight, and Battle... Well, yeah, basically everything. Except Shrug It Off in this deck wants an upgrade pretty badly. Strength. Start each combat with 1 Strength from Vajra. Yeah, I guess it's pretty useful that I can just hop across here and use these upgrades then. I do really want to keep as much max HP as I can until the waterfall giant at least. Okay. Tremble, Molten Fist, Flame Barrier. Flame Barrier is the best defensive option here, but obviously Tremble and Molten Fist both work towards our win condition. Molten Fist would have to be at exactly the right time right now, whereas Tremble is itself the perfect setup and payoff. This is basically going to be the last turn that I get good defense. Strength bot should probably be using the waterfall giant fight to help that come to a sooner conclusion. I'll throw that and then just double defend here. Son's Fish for the colorless potion defense of some kind. Equilibrium will do. Perfect. Unfortunately, 16 away from the next. Slay. But we retain until it's done. Prayer Wheel. Normal enemies drop an additional card award. And a Molten Wheel! A Molten Wheel! Molten Fist, rather! I really want to see Pale next floor, and I want Pale to ask for me to sacrifice cards to him, because I can sacrifice the basic card and then the additional card reward. And it will go ham. Awful card draw. Look at that Molten Fist in this opening hand. Literally worst position. Alright, Shrug. Omel. Oof. I'll expect to fight, Tremble, Dominate, Cinder. Well, that's still worth doing it even if it's not optimal. Okay, no Pommel Strike draws an attack and a defend. Cinder burns out the worst of the two defends there. Good work, Cinder. I'll just full defend this turn, no need. Whoa, Expectify gives us a full 7 energy here, hell yeah. And we just beat the hell out of the Waterfall Giant. Next turn is our most defensive available turn. And there it goes. That went about as well as it could have. Not yet. Thrash and Fiendfire. Damn. All incredible. I like the idea of Fiendfire The immediacy of our damage, especially considering how much draw we can get out of something like Battle Trance, setting up a giant Fiendfire. I really like the idea of Thrash, just because the second cycle through the deck, Thrash is already doing lethal, stupid damage. And not yet just heals you back from everything. Let's go Fiendfire, because I've clicked the other ones more recent. Oh! How dare you. I just needed you ask. Pale's Blood. Draw an additional card each turn. I just wanted one of your other things. I don't think I need to hop on this one. So I'll save the Wing Boot until the next floor. We're just going to stay on this left-hand side. Worked out pretty well there. Decent defense. And that's why we put the Fiendfire in the deck. Definitely taking my Dominate back, by the way. Not so certain I'll be taking any of the rest of those, though. Wow. Expectified in a hand. Very rare to see this. In this deck at the moment, at least. With 0 attacks. Okay. Let's Molten Fist, Headbutt a Dominate back to the top of the deck, and then I'll draw into it and play it so that I can get 7 strength out of it. Perfect. Fiendfire. Kill him. Fairy in a Bottle is going to be more valuable than Fire Potion for us. I don't think the fights are going to be so slow that I need a Stone Armor. I do think fights care if I have a Bloodletting. Do they? I think they might care more about that Pommel Strike, to be honest. Especially if I upgrade it. Okay, no, I got enough. There you go, you can have Defend. I got enough cards in that deck that I felt like I could probably get one out of the deck that was worth getting out of the deck. Big Pommel. Ooh. Can't really prevent all of that. Oh no, where's my Fiendfire? Already exhausted it ages ago, I guess. Flame Barrier is a strong, independent defensive option, and Cruelty just as a powerful card. 25% more damage to vulnerable enemies when you have Cruelty out. Oh, hell yeah. Flame Barrier is pretty good against these enemies. Ooh, fight me. Also throw down a Fiendfire. Can't have anyone attacking that turn. Defend against all but 4 of the incoming damage there. And gonna fight me out so that you can keep taking damage. Finish off the next turn. Breakthrough, Hemo, Setup, Strike. Do I take a Breakthrough now that it's upgraded? I've turned down so many of them and I've needed them for a while. I'll also take Molten Fist there. Cruelty's upgrade doubles its impact. Too big not to click. Shrug, pommel. Got my cruelty out as well. Oh no, getting past that Fiendfire sucks. A lot of my better damage from this cycle was just lost. Cloak Clasp at the end of your turn. Gain 1 block for each card in your hand. Shrug it off, Bloodletting, and Demon Form. I don't need to fill this deck with a bunch of defense and then make it bad at doing damage. Also, Demon Form's just way too slow to use. Yeah, deck definitely couldn't support Demon Form. Take our Pommel upgrade. I really want to go to that shop. Yeah, so no hops is floor ups. You said it earlier. Bash. Dominate. I wish I could have done more, but that's the tools I had that turn. Pommel. Single strike takes that. Then Tremble. Barrier. I'm going to leave that frontliner on very low health and full defend there. Hit Mangle on the back line. Just makes it much easier to remove that frontline target this turn if I needed to. But having drawn Fiendfire, we did not need to. Stone Armor Cinder. Howl from Beyond. That's a very exhaustible card right there. Let's up our Howl from Beyond for reasonable AoE damage. I have enough money that the membership card makes sense as well. 2 random cards from the draw pile in Catastrophe. I don't think I want to do that when I've got Fiendfire available to do that. I'll remove a base strike and take a bag of my balls. Start of combat, apply 1 vulnerable to all enemies. Beautiful. This one's going to be my strength potion find as well. Drop Dominate and Flame Barrier there on the first turn. Okay. Shrug, Pommel, and Breakthrough. Take down 1 target this turn in the back line. Okay, expect a fight. Bash Howl. Strike the front, and we're all done. Basilisk Ritual. Gain 1 Ritual and gear ya. You can now gain strength at rest sites up to 3 times maximum. There's a Dominate there available as well, but we need to be gaining strength. I also do need to rest to get through this elite fight, though, this boss fight. So I'm probably using my leaps to go between floors. Between rests, next floor in particular. Take the draw less cards, to be honest. Pommel, expect a fight. I will bash and flame barrier. Perfect. Battle Trance. Molten. Dominate gives us 21 strength. So I have to take 22 damage this turn, but now with 21 strength, the fight should, well, basically be over. Yeah, you even take this turn off of hitting us. This one will be take damage because I can't limit my card plays because of things like Battle Trance, which we did draw. I'll hit Pommel first, then Battle Trance, and then Fiendfire finish the fight. Hellraiser. I was wondering what would happen if I saw that, because now it literally just says, you know, while you're cycling through your deck, occasionally draw 2 cards and do some damage, which is good if I have enough cards. I think I'd take Hellraiser. You can now cook at Rest Science. I don't want to do that. How many powers do I have? 1, 2. 2 total powers. You know what? Give me the Sigh. I need someone to defend me when I'm not planning on doing it to myself. I can't. Oh, no, I can. I can hop across here to get 1 more campfire, and I do think I will as well. Because I gotta be gear maxing. Ooh. Okay. Oh, man, if I expected that fight earlier, that would have been better. Oh, well. Mm-hmm. 60 damage strike by the end. Bully! That's good damage for this deck. Another Pommel Strike upgraded already in a deck that has Hellraiser? Yes, please. Tremble, Molten, Dominate. Let's tear a little asunder. Drum a battle, Pommel Strike fight me. If the Pommel Strike was upgraded, maybe. If the Pommel Strike was upgraded, maybe. I don't have time to manually upgrade those pommels. I wanted to get Hellraiser out. I'm feeling pretty good about my decision to get Hellraiser out. Finish off with Fiendfire as well. Burning Pact, Forgotten Ritual, and Perfected Strike. I actually don't exhaust cards in the middle of my turn often, so Forgotten Ritual won't do too much for us. Burning Pact's okay, but if it was upgraded at this point. Ash, Molten. Still haven't got a single Dominate, so that's okay. Molten, defend, drop a single Breakthrough. Come on, double Dominate hand. Guess it doesn't have to be double. I'll settle for Hellraiser and then draw. Yeah, like that. Good draw. Second Wind. Exhaust all non-attack cards in your hand. Gain 7 block per card exhausted. No. Oh, that Pommel Strike's upgraded. Rather than a speed bot, I'll take that sip pot. Oh, look at that. Summon some new competitors to the fields. Well, they don't even get to attack this turn. Ash. Dominate. I don't even get really good scaling in this fight either. So, there's tough things for everyone involved. Fiend Fires in the next turn though. Alright. I'll shrug and then Fiend Fire that back line. I don't lose anything especially important to me. Yeah, I already got enough scaling going on. It should be okay as well. I don't have to win that turn. Set up Bash and then finish him off. Rupture, Inflame, Twin Strike. Probably drop that Swift Pot. Second Battle Trance. Yes. I'll drop the Swift Pot for Gambler's Brew. Pitching a bad hand and getting a good hand at the same time can be crucial to some boss fights. Especially the Queen. There's my second lift. There's my third lift. 3 strength and Giga. 4 strength total. Oh. Alright. How important is Duplicator to this fight? Duplicator is basically unimportant. Well, no, Duplicator on the right Molten Fist is ridiculously important. Okay, so we'll drop Mazalets. I'll drop the Fairy in a bottle. I'm that crazy. 3 Foul Potions. And then I sell each of the Foul Potions. There's a Punch Dagger Fisticuffs in there. Fisticuffs deal 7 damage, gain block equal to the damage dealt, and then Punch Dagger enchant a card with Momentum 5. Each time this card is played, increases its attack damage by 5. Blocking 14 on turn 2 for no cost is a no-brainer. Think hitting Fisticuffs appropriately as well. I think just fill out our potion slots, take scroll so that we can fill our hand at will. Move on. I think that all went pretty darn well. Bash, Molten, don't have to play anything else that turn. Molten, Tremble, Fairy Headbutt. It's fine as long as I got the lethal. Rage, Battle Trance. I do feel like Rage has place in this deck. Especially if it's already upgraded. And then Hellraiser being lower cost so I can play it more easily when I encounter it is going to be important, I feel, as well. Alright, let's start with that pommel. It's just like Fiendfire both wants to burn this whole hand and doesn't. I'm gonna attack potion. There's some vulnerability. I'll Add some vulnerability as well. Cast out all of those. Hellraiser into then Battle Trance. Rage. Expect to fight. We're going to dominate again. Not great strength gains this fight so far, but it could be a lot worse. Gotta make sure that I set up vulnerability on the queen. I mean, damn. We almost full blocked even. And that Fiend Fire is almost certainly going to do it this turn. Unless I click some different things. Oh my god, all that scrolling and I found one card. Remarkable. Really? Still no more... Okay, there's all my pommel strikes. Can I have one of them, though? I just feel like it'd be nice to have one of them. I just want to handle one of them. I just want to see what it feels like to be near one of them. All right, there we go. Okay, so... Let's expect to fight vulnerability, doubling vulnerability, then dominate for taking that as mine. Set up as much defense as is possible. Throw away one defend at the end of the turn for no reason. You know, just standard practice things. Okay. Let's shrug. Sorry, rage rather. Cruelty, dominate, and shrug. Oh no, we went past Fiend Fire. That's unfortunate. Would have been a pretty good find there. Alas, we're gonna have to rely on drawing the top deck cards to get us the possibility to lethal. Oh! Never mind. We're in the Architect fight. GG. I mean, yeah, if I can... Okay, so Hellraiser, I keep treating as like a deck archetype and trying to take it and then make it work. You know what it works with? I've already got a Pommel Strike in my deck, and I might get another one in the future. And then it just becomes, if my deck is high cycle, which with 2 Battle Trances, you know, Scroll, a couple Pommel Strikes, expect to find, like, this is definitely a high velocity deck. Also, worth noting, drawing a 6th card each turn with Pale's Blood. With a high velocity deck, will you see enough Pommel Strikes before the end of the fight for Hellraiser to do enough free damage as well as draw enough free resources? And especially because we were scaling our damage from strength, the Pommel Strikes were also doing appropriate damage as well as drawing additional cards. Worked about as well as it possibly could have. GG! Especially feeling good about that one because it's the Ironclad one that I'd been struggling with a little bit up until this point. I'm not going to say up until this point, actually. That presumes that now I perfectly pilot them from now on. Up until and including and possibly past this point, but not including this episode. Hopefully see you next time.